Have you ever wondered what would be more profitable as a business owner? B2B versus B2C. For those that may not know, B2B stands for business to business and B2C stands for business to consumer. I have experience working with both verticals. Currently, my business is broken down with 65% being B2B and the other 35% being B2C. In this video, we'll be breaking down the pros and cons of working with B2B versus B2C. My name is Stephen Mandak, president and founder of Clutch Moving Company. We operate in 2 states, California, Arizona. And in 2025, we will be on pace to gross over $6 million in gross revenue. So let's get straight into it. B2B, first and foremost, what is B2B? B2B is working directly with a business to provide services for them in a vertical they're associated with or directly they're associated with. And I'll give you an example. For B2B clients that we work with realtors, interior designers, restoration companies, to name a few. Here are some pros working with B2B clients. When you work with B2B clients, you'll get consistent job flow. Once you're a trusted partner with them, you'll essentially get more and more jobs based on how much they trust you. Number 2, low acquisition costs. Once you're a trusted partner with them, you typically don't need to market with them. Maybe just a phone call or two just to let them know that you're still there and you're typically on a vendor list. And then number 3, you have a high close rate. Since you're a trusted vendor, you already have value to them and you aren't a stranger. So all you have to do is to provide a really good service and they're more than likely to use you again. Now, here are some cons of working with B2B clients. Number 1, they typically have a longer sales cycle. Typically, when you're trying to become a partner or a vendor to the business, they typically have to vet you so they can use you as their vendor. I'll give you a quick example. We recently onboarded an interior designer that we sent emails to every single week, cold called, did a discovery call, and then we gave them a list of all interior designers that we worked with. It took more than a year for us to work with them, but since we market to them on a consistent basis, they ended up using us. This will vary based on how many decision makers are in the company. And number 2, it is not scalable. Typically with B2B, you will have to hire SDRs to either make more cold calls or to attend more meetings. Instead, unlike B2C, all you have to do to scale is add more money to get more leads. Number 3, it's hard to acquire business-to-business clients. Typically, B2B customers already have a service provider. So for them to use you as their service provider, you typically have to gain their trust or else their current service provider will go ahead and mess up somewhere or somehow. Now, with B2C clients, they're typically your regular homeowners or renters that typically need your service. You're gonna be dealing with the consumer directly. Here are some pros working with B2C clients. Number 1, you're gonna get consistent lead flow. An abundance of leads comes through multiple sources and you could use all marketing channels. Unlike B2B, you typically don't have to narrow down the business that you're gonna qualify the lead sources. You'll typically already know what's gonna be coming in because the lead sources already vetted all of the leads that are gonna be coming in, so you're gonna know who's already gonna need moving services. It is super scalable. That's number 2, sorry. It is super scalable. Now, all you have to do to scale B2C is add more money to those lead providers, and then you're gonna get more sales. Number 3, a quicker sales cycle. With B2C, it is a quick turnaround. Typically, since they're already vetted, you know exactly when they're gonna be moving, and when you know that when they're gonna be moving, you know when you're gonna get paid, causing less cash flow issues. Here are the cons. Number 1 is a high acquisition cost. Typically with B2C, you will have to pay for every single lead. Unlike B2B, when you're a trusted vendor, you don't pay for anything because they're gonna give you consistent jobs and referrals. Number 2, you're gonna have a lower close rate. With B2C, you're typically dealing with multiple other companies, and when you're dealing with multiple other companies, there are other factors that they're gonna be looking at. Reviews, they're gonna look at your branding, all those are gonna take into consideration, therefore giving you a lower close rate. The third thing is the job size. Typically with B2C, the job size is gonna be a lot lower because when B2B, since you're already a trusted vendor, you're gonna get the higher job sizes because they already want a person that already has experience and is trusted. Now, which one is better? It all depends. It's gonna depend on where you're at in your business versus where you're planning to go. Now, when you first start off in business, I would say you would have to do B2C because you're gonna get a consistent lead flow versus B2B. Now, once you have consistent cash flow and you have a consistent sales process that works on the B2C side, you can then focus on B2B because you essentially have to qualify every single one of those lead sources or leads on the B2B side, and that's gonna take a lot longer. Right now, we focus solely on B2B because we understand that it is a profitable source to target because we have a very low acquisition cost. And now, since our B2B sales reps are dialed in, we know exactly who to target, what scripts to say, and what verticals to target. So all we do now is we target realtors, interior designers, and restoration companies. Leave a comment below on what source you think is better and why.